Boom, we're rolling, man. Again, I appreciate the hell out of it. This is a big deal.
I appreciate the invite, man. Like you know me, I run podcasts, so I know exactly what it's like to start out and get guests, and I've done it all. So yeah, I'm always down to help other podcasters out, man.
I appreciate the hell out of that. How long you been podcasting for?
3 years now.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm coming up on 3 years, so
Yeah, it's a grind.
it is a grind, man. People don't realize it's hard to get people to come on and with scheduling and just reaching out. Like I get all my people through Instagram mostly. What about you?
Yeah,
Where do you get your people?
yeah, a lot of them from Instagram. I do mostly all my podcasts though in person here in the studio, so it's a little tougher. You know what I
I,
mean?
I'm jealous though, dude. If I could do it like that, I would rip every single. I mean, I've done p podcasts in
Yeah,
person before, but they're so much better, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
much better.
So I started mine like during COVID, like the gym shut down and everything. And I was like, dude, what am I gonna do? And I had this detached shop at my place, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna make it a studio and finally do it. And I would have never have guessed I'd still be doing it. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy how much I like really enjoy podcasting with and meeting new people, talking about what I'm passionate about and stuff. So it's cool.
Hell yeah. And are you every week or how do you structure
Yeah,
yours?
I do one every week. I launch one every week. Um, I think I've missed maybe, I don't know, a couple of weeks here and there from like fights and stuff, but um I just launched my 200th episode last week or so like that. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
Congratulations, man. That's a big deal.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, where are you located at?
Denver, Colorado.
Oh, not
I
too far.
yeah, I live in a town called Conifer. It's about 40 minutes out of Denver up in the mountains, but yeah, I love it up here.
Yeah, we fly out of Billings, so a lot of times we got to hit Denver for a connect and then go where we want to go.
Hmm. Yeah. What's your town called?
Billings, we live in Billings,
Oh,
Montana.
yeah, Billings. So that's where your airport's at too?
Yeah, yep.
We just went and did 6 hour games up there in Bozeman.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Well, that you guys got it going on there, bro. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It is.
Montana's awesome. Bozeman specifically is really pretty. Anything like Bozeman and West is just like crazy
Yeah,
pretty.
it was gorgeous there, dude. Me and Justin were like, dude, this place is awesome. And the guys were like, yeah, summertime's nice, but come in the winter, you ain't gonna like it.
Yeah, I think
You know,
it's more pretty in the winter, honestly, but
really? They
yeah,
said it's cold. It gets cold.
it ain't that bad. I'm from Michigan, man, so like
Oh, that's
that's
cold. Yeah.
that's for real cold. Yeah, they got that humidity, so it gets really, really cold.
Yeah, for sure.
How was the SIG games? Was that fun?
Oh man, it was a blast, dude. It was really a couple years before that I did Sig Hunter games with them, and this blew it out of the water. This was way funner. We got to play with more guns, you know. The tactical side of it, it was so cool because we don't ever do a lot of that stuff,
Yeah.
and we got to shoot some really cool guns, and and it's a competition, so you want to compete well and do the best. But like, when you're going against like Green Berets, Navy SEALs, you're gonna lose, bro. I mean, plain and simple. But it was funny because the first day, like our team, me, Justin, and Lance is a Green Beret himself.
Hmm.
And first day got done, we're like, dude, we're kicking ass, dude. Like we got to be at least top three.
Hmm.
Dude, they read the scores, we were the last.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well,
Anytime you want to go up against like a SEAL or a Green Beret sniper, like
yeah,
you saw how that played out yesterday, right? Like
exactly. You're right.
you ain't gonna fucking win.
Yeah, you ain't not. Yeah,
No.
which is good because that's not what we specialize in, right? Like,
Yeah.
so you want them to be like that, and that's. But it was fun. Like, we just, dude, I'm telling you, that company's sick. I work with Sig now for like 3 years now, and man, they're just a great company to mess with, and all the staff, um, it's just they're just downright people. You know what I mean?
Hell
Like a
yeah.
huge company, but they're no different, and they're just awesome people. Awesome people.
Did you get to shake hands or meet anybody over there that you didn't know before?
Oh yeah, a lot of guys I didn't meet. I like a lot of the meat eater guys. Like
Yeah.
Stephen O'Reilly, he cooked elk and bear for the first for us the first night, and like that was kind of a treat. And I've seen him at shows but never really got to say, shake his hand or nothing. But so that was cool. Like him, I got to meet him, and then they threw us on the podcast when the whole event was done. So that was cool, you know what I mean? We did
Hell yeah.
trivia deal they do, and
Yep.
I sucked at that too. So um um, but yeah, it was fun. It was definitely just a good time. But um, a lot of you know, guys that military background were there that I never met, but I've heard of, and they were just the coolest guys. It was a cool camp. It was definitely a cool camp, and guys that I've known forever, like Josh from the knife company,
Yep. MKC. Yep.
yeah, just you got to hang out and guys. Bo Nickel was there, and usually we only see him at the fights.
Yep.
So kind of cool, like uh, shooting the shit with him, shooting bows with him and hanging out. So it was cool, man. A lot of like it was just a lot of good people like, you want to hang out with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no assholes, no, everybody was humble and it was a good time, dude. Good time.
Yeah. Bo seems like a really down to earth dude.
Mm. He is. He's definitely a stud for one. He's definitely a stud. And his future in the UFC is just bright as ever. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yep.
it just every time his stock goes up. So, uh, yeah, you don't know Bo Nickel, you will know who he is soon.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact, dude. So I hit you up. A little backstory for people listening. I wasn't familiar with you at all. Like, being honest with you, and I was
Yeah,
like, hey, who should I have on the pod? And your name came up, so I clicked your stuff. I was like, hell yeah, I'll reach out, and obviously here we are. But I
yeah,
did do a little bit of research on you. I know that did you grow up fighting, or how did that come
yeah,
about?
yeah.
You grew
I
up
was in
fighting?
Nebraska. I was in Nebraska. I wrestled, and I was like getting into bodybuilding, and I was like, man, because I just missed competing right out of high school and stuff, and um, this was early, 99, 2000, and where MMA was not big like it is now, and um, there was a there was a gym next to my gym, jujitsu school and Muay Thai kickboxing, and they told him that I used to wrestle, and they came in and he goes, "Hey, would you mind showing us some wrestling moves?" At the time, and I was like, heck yeah, that'd be my cardio, right? Because I hate
Yep.
running, you know. So I went in there and dude, and I was just jacked with muscles, trying to, and I was getting fucking choked out uh by little 150 pounders, and I was like, what is this? Like what is this,
Mm-hmm.
And it just, dude, 3 months later, I took my first fight and I was hooked ever since. That's how I
Wow.
got it. And back then, it was like the rules were not what they are now. Like we could headbutt them while we took them down.
Mm-hmm.
I was fighting in boxing rings on floor rings, and it was crazy, dude. Like, and then to see where the sport's at now, it just, and I get to coach Justin now, and um, his paycheck is versus my paychecks are just,
Just
uh,
stop there.
yeah,
Stop there.
it's so funny because I fought 14 years professionally and um you know now I coach him and he pays me right. I make more money one fight with him than I did in 14 fights or in 14 years of
Ain't
fighting.
that fucking crazy?
Crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'll
Wow.
put these numbers together. I've told this on my podcast too, and I have it in a frame over there. So UFC, I fought UFC 78 in Newark, New Jersey, and they I fought a really good fight and they gave me a bonus, right? It was like one of those bonuses. I was like, yes, right? I'm rich. And I didn't really know what the bonus was going to be, and it's better than what I don't have, right? So I got it. Certified mails like 30 days after the fight comes FedEx, and I open it up, and it's literally 2,500 bucks. Yeah.
Not 300,000, huh?
Yeah, not the 300,000, 50K. Yeah, it's just nuts. I mean, that just shows you where it's, at now. But I was still living it up though with that 2,500 though, you know.
Damn right you were. Hell yeah.
I was wouldn't buy a flat screen TV, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Uh, but yeah, it was good. I wouldn't change anything in the world though. You know what I mean? I love the way I got brought up in the sport and yeah, I wouldn't change it, you know.
And and a lot of guys say too with that wrestling background, that's like the best background to have once you start training in MMA.
Absolutely. Well, I was just we were at TAC this weekend and I got bombarded by a lot of questions, by guys and which was cool, and they were like, "Man, so what's the key if my kid wants to do it?" I said, "Wrestle.
Hmm.
Start wrestling." I said, "I will take a high school wrestler over Olympic gold medalist boxer any day and train that wrestler over that boxer any day."
Yeah.
There's something about that wrestling that just it's the grind, it's the work ethic. Not that boxing or
Mhm.
boxers don't have that, but it's a little different with wrestlers, man. Wrestlers are they got that grit, you know what I mean? They got that dog in them, and that's why I always say wrestlers will make best fighters, you know.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy, he's got a young kid, he's like 6, and he's got him into wrestling and he fucking loves it. Like I've been
Mhm.
to a couple of his tournaments. He's like super aggressive because at that age, I feel like that's kind of the key. The more aggressive you are at that age, kind of because the kids are crying and shit. It's fucking
Yeah. Oh
awesome
yeah.
to
Oh
it's
yeah.
awesome. It's awesome to watch. They're getting thrown around crying and shit. Um, but my buddy was telling me that like women's wrestling is really it's
Oh,
like the fastest growing fucking sport right now.
it's huge, bro.
Yeah,
It's like
had no idea.
so there was in a high school when I wrestled, it was like one, two girls maybe. You didn't want to wrestle them because everybody's
Mhm.
gonna make fun of you.
Yep.
Right? Like you didn't want to do that. Dude, now I watch some of these girls at the tournaments and I'm like, dude, I literally do not want to wrestle them
No,
because
they're freaks.
they'll beat my ass, like literally, because I get them in the gym all the time. I'm like, dude, I am not fucking with you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's such a huge sport right now. And they're real women that are real women that are real wrestling. They're
Mm-hmm.
not guys saying that they're girls either, you know what I
Oh
mean?
fuck,
Yeah.
dude. I
You
hear
know
it.
what I mean?
Yep.
They're legit, So um yeah, they're I gotta take my hat off to them too, because they're studs.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They got one girl in their club. She's like 6, 7, 8, whatever. She's like world champion, national champion, state. Like she's like undefeated, like fucking crazy. She'll like wrestle around with the boys because I've been to practices too, and she'll whip everybody's ass.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, in which I'm all for it, you know what I mean? Like that, especially girls, you
Hmm.
know, and they want to learn and defend themselves. So I'm always for it, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Where do we go, man? There's so many avenues I want to go here. I'm so excited that you're on. Just reading into your background and stuff. I never get to talk fighting with anybody at
Okay.
all. So this is really fun that you're on here and we'll dive into it. But how has it been transitioning, like for fighting, the whole you not being the coach, you being the student essentially, and you getting an opportunity to help coach one of my personal favorites,
Yeah.
and one of the best people going right now, honestly.
Yeah. It's crazy. I was Coach T, Justin's head coach too, and he was
Yep.
also my head coach, Coach Trevor Whitman. My last fight was in Canada, and you don't really know it's your last fight. I didn't come out and say I retired or nothing. I did never do that, and I lost to a decision. And we sat at the bar after the fight, and I'm all fucked up, and shit. And he's looking at me and smiling. He goes, "Dude, you're a fucking gangster, bro." And I was like, "Ah, fuck, I should have won." And he's like, "You still love this?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." He goes, "Well, why do you do it though?" And I said, "Well, it's my job now. I ain't got no other, I mean, money, that's what we were doing." And he goes, "Why don't you just come work with me? Let's train these motherfuckers?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll get you a salary, coach him some classes, get out my amateurs out." And I looked at him, I said, "For real?" You know what I mean? Like, and you got to realize Coach Trevor is like one of the best coaches out
Ever.
there.
Yep.
And for him to ask me to come and coach underneath him. I got my black belt underneath him, and like literally, I was like, hell yeah, cool. but I didn't really know that was going to be my last fight, right? So I was
Hmm.
like, you know, he goes, yeah, come in, take a week off, 2 weeks off, and get in the gym. I went in there and he had a schedule. He goes, how about this schedule for now and until we build up more classes? And he goes, how about this check? You know, he goes, do you want to get paid every 2 weeks or a month? He goes, it'd be easier for a month. And I'm looking at this, I was like, every month's cool. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Every month's cool. I'm cool. And like literally, I was like so cool because I was still around the guys. I never really died. I started helping guys out, training. So like when people ask if I miss fighting, I really don't because I'm around it so much.
Yeah.
I get that little frogginess in me, and I feel like I still can do it. I'll spar with the guys, and then I'm like, yeah, that ship has sailed, bro. I'm done.
Oh, that's awesome too. And
Yeah, so
it's not like you're involved in some fuckboy organization coaching up and
really,
comers, guys that are trying to make it. Like, I mean,
yeah,
you're coaching Justin fucking Gaethje, man.
yeah.
That's a
And
big
I'm gonna
deal.
tell you right now, but I'm literally just like me and him. Like he's like my little brother, right? But like I'm so fucking lucky. That's how it all happened, bro. Like how me and this guy have connected and became who we are. Like, we did a thing with ESPN and they were like, talk to about you two relationship because it's pretty funny, right? And he goes, I'll let Luke tell you the story because he has a better version of it than me. And like he used to come in the gym from wrestling because he wrestled at UNC and he would come in and spar and he was slacking his grades and the wrestling coach said, and he wanted to fight, and he said, "You keep your grades up, we'll get you a fight in the summertime." Right? He's like, "Cool." He goes, "But you got to train with these guys that know how to fight." And he's like, "Done." Dude, he was passing all his classes. He wanted to do it. And he comes in and he had these glasses, wild thing glasses, black ones, just look like a goober, right? Just a dork. And he come in, but we all knew he was a good wrestler, right? And he literally come in and Trevor throws him a headgear, right? And nobody else is wearing them, right? And he looked up at us and he goes, "Why am I the only one who have to wear a helmet?" You know what I mean? And from that day I was like, it was cool and story after story, but he started doing really well. I started working with him too, and this is when
Mhm.
I was fighting when he came in. So I was actually fighting and one thing led to another. We started fighting and winning, and I was taking him to Arizona on my dollar, taking money, because he wasn't making any money at the time, and he got the contract fight to be World Series of Fighting to fight on NBC, and you got to realize this guy was flat broke, like all fighters are, right? Like
Mhm.
literally, and. I was training a lady and he was right there watching and he saw she just gave me $100 bill, right? And so he comes up to me after she leaves and goes, "Hey, Luke, I need to borrow some money for a haircut. I leave for my fight tomorrow, right?" And I couldn't go to that fight because I think I was in a training camp for my fight. And I was like, cool, yeah, yeah. I opened my wallet and I had a $10 bill and a $100 bill, right? He goes, and he snatches it real fast. He goes, "I'll pay you back." So I'm like, damn, ramen noodles for me tonight. You know what I mean?
Yup.
And so he went and fought, comes back to the gym, a couple weeks later, and gives me $300. And he goes, "Dude, thanks." And from that day on, I was like, okay, cool. That was cool, I was like, "Dude, you only owe me 100." He goes, "Interest."
Yup.
You know what I mean? And so from there, it was that started like like a trust deal, like whatever. But dude, we just, you know, me and him just kind of grew together and like we started hunting together. He's from a small town in Arizona, Safford, and dude, and what a lot of people don't know, he's Mexican.
Yeah. Yep.
His mom is 100% Mexican. His grandparents didn't speak an ounce of English when I go up there or when they were alive, but his dad is just German, and he gets that red beard from his
Yep.
dad. And uh, so we just kind of kicked it, and hit it off, and you know, um, back then, would I have known that he would be the star that he is today? No, you know. Um, but that's a perfect example of like work ethic, dedicating yourself, and he hits fucking hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Uh,
sure does.
and but he's so coachable, and that's why he's been so successful in this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
he's had some banger fights, man,
uh,
like all timers,
all
dude.
of them, all of them. That's why he wins
All of them. Yeah.
every fight. You know what I mean? Like he's like he what they say, I think he was number three in sellout crowds, like obviously McGregor, but I think it was him, GSP, and then it was Justin's climb the ropes now to be there. When Justin's on the card, everybody wants to watch it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah, it's just yeah, that's Justin. He's my dog, man. It's cool. And it's so cool because he's became such a star, and and it's helped me out in my brand, you know, um, and everything. So it's kind of been hand in hand helping. He comes a star, so I get to hang on the coattail, and build my brand. He helps me out with my podcast, and it's just huge. It's nice, you know what I mean? It's really cool.
It's cool that he's kind of getting involved a little bit. He was at the SIG event, getting involved kind of in, our community a little bit too, which is dope.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been a hunter. He just, when he moved out to UNC out here in Northern Colorado, he just didn't really know anything about it, how to get involved with it. But um, now that he has money and time, he's back into it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And he loves it. And every year we go shoot coos deer in Arizona with his boys, and that's a true trip that I will never stop going to. And I didn't think I would like that kind of hunting. They're like little Labradors with antlers,
Yeah.
right? I was
Yeah.
like, dude, these are not deer. These are fucking little labs, like, like these ain't deer, but dude, they're so hard to find, and just the way they are, just like because I love whitetail hunting, and that's what they are, but they're just a different breed. But I freaking love it. I love it, honestly, man. I love how they do things down there. And usually we go, it's freezing cold here. So we go to Arizona and I'm hunting in a t-shirt. You know what I mean? So it's kind of nice.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah, to do that. But yeah, it's cool, man. Like he's getting more involved in the outdoors, now that he's got more time on his hands. But you I don't know if you had to put him to pick golf or hunting, I think he's gonna pick golf because that boy loves
I see him golfing a lot. Yeah.
golfing, man. He does golf
Uh-huh.
all the time. He has
Hell
me all
yeah.
the time. I'm like, dude, I don't love golf. I'm like, come up here and shoot bows with me. No. See, I'm like, that's the same thing, bro. That's the same
Yep.
thing, you
Yep.
know. But yeah, it,
Have you done any training or any work with Kamaru or Rose or anything?
oh
Yeah.
yeah. They used to come in the gym all the time. Kamaro's still part of our camp. Rose, she goes back and forth a lot. You know what I mean? She hops. But she's awesome. She just won.
She got a big one last night. Yeah, that was a big deal.
Here in Denver, right here in
Yep.
Denver. But yeah, it was good for her to see her win again and do what she's good at. Um, but like how I was saying how Kamaro or how Justin and I are like brothers. Kamaro and Justin are like brothers too.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's cool, man, because when I first met Kamaro, I was like, oh man, he wrestled at UNK in Nebraska. That's like an hour from my hometown. So he was a stud there. I was like, cool, cool. And it was kind of like, what's up kind of deal. Like, when Kamaro's in the gym, he's just all business, bro. It's like all business. Justin and Jim, we're having fun all the time, and it's just that's how you kind of you find fighters and you got to feel them out. Like, okay, what's he like in the gym? Kamaro's all business, right? So like the first couple of times I met him, I was like, damn, dude, this guy's just too serious. And then of course after practice, you'd be like, shooting shit with each other, and you're like, oh yeah, I could, it's cool. He's cool as fuck. And as the time went on, finally it's like a trust issue, and I think, and like, um, now you'll see him start smiling more in the gym, hanging out at practice, having fun. And now we just have a blast in the gym now, we're always
Mhm.
making jokes now. And um, it's a good time, dude. I have literally the best job in the world.
I think I probably already know the answer to this, and I'll ask it anyways, then we'll move on. Were you that last fight, were you surprised that Holloway pointed to the middle, being up like that? Were you
Kinda,
surprised about that?
yeah.
You were really?
He didn't need to do that.
Not at all.
He didn't need to do that, dude. He
Yep.
had fight one,
Hmm.
right? But Matt's a fucking true gangster. And for him to give the opportunity to Justin like that, and you know, if Justin would have clipped him one time,
That's
it
it.
could have been the other way too. You know what I mean? But like we talked that night, Max was on point, bro. That was Max night.
Oh
And
yeah.
he wanted that more than anything. And that's just, it sucks when you lose, right? Like, but for him to give Justin that opportunity, dude, is just that's a real bad motherfucker right there.
Well, what
That's
was cool? What was cool is you heard what he said about that.
what's that?
He's like, if the roles are reversed, Justin would have gave me that
Oh
shot.
yeah. I say that. I don't even know. You know what I mean? I would have been like, no, get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was,
I think
there's
everybody was just like this, like those
yeah.
10 seconds. We're
Oh,
like, what the fuck is going on?
it was so crazy, dude. And then Justin wouldn't want it any other way to go out on his
Oh
shield, like,
yeah.
you know. Um, as a coach and as like, he's family to me. And it sucks to see that, But we go back to the locker room, we get checked out by the doctor, and we're there, and I'm looking at him, and he looking at me all fucked up, and he goes, Luke, we did this to 20 some other people to get in this position. It was our turn. It sucks, but just he's coaching me, telling me,
Yeah, yeah.
keep your head up. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's just how he is. And um, it sucks to lose, but the way he lost, like, did his stock go down? No. Everybody
No.
loves him even more, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he got paid a whole hell of a lot of money, you know what I mean? And he got to do what he's an entertainer, and he got to do it that night. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, I wouldn't want to see him do any more like that, but hey, it is what it is. That's what he does. But yeah, I did not expect that from Max, man. Max got those big balls though.
Dude, that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm sure I speak for probably a lot of people, but I hope when Justin gets his, recovery in, and I'm sure they gave
Uh,
him a 6 month, 9 month,
yep.
yeah.
Yep. Mandatory, yeah.
Uh, I mean, I don't know what's left for him. I think probably just a fun fight.
Yeah.
I hope that he gets one or two more in just because he's so
Yeah.
much fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. And
He's fought fucking everybody, dude. Jesus.
I know. And you know what's so crazy about this sport is you look at Dustin Poirier, for example.
Same thing.
We knocked him out, head
Mhm.
kick. He comes back, fights, wins, and then he fights for the belt.
Yep.
Weird, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
so is the title out of our reach? No, there's all kinds of shit that happens, and the 155-pound division is so stacked, right? It's so stacked, and um, every fight sometimes you feel like it's a championship fight. You know what I mean? Like it's everything, but it just sucks because you know we got the BMF belt and we got the intern belt, but he wants that belt, the undisputed belt.
Mhm.
So we were so close to doing that. We didn't have to take that fight. We could have waited for Islam,
Yep.
but just like, let's go, you know. So so we'll see. We'll probably fight at the end of the year. I
Gangster.
mean,
Yeah, I hope so.
the beginning of the year, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Yep.
Like I said, he's just resting, golfing,
Good for him.
getting fat probably,
Good
you
for
know.
him. Let's get a little bit more into it though, man. Like, can you think of anything off the top of your head? And I know that you're still involved with these guys regularly, but just, being a former professional athlete, you're learning a lot from your coaches, but now kind of being in that coaching realm, what are you learning from guys like Justin or guys like Trevor? Is there anything that sticks out, work ethic, mindset?
Dude, the human body is crazy. For one, the human body is crazy, but this right here in your head, you're in your mind is everything, dude. That's one thing I've learned. I wish I could go back in time and do myself as a fighter, right? And I've learned from like guys like Kamaro, Justin, other guys that, there's a guy named Sean Sims nobody ever heard of, just straight awesome. And I've learned so much from these guys and just the mental part, right? Like it's that would I mean, and I've kind of taken that into the hunting. Like it's all mental. Like you have days where you don't shoot, see, hear anything. It's discouraging. Then day two, you're wishful thinking like you're gonna do get into them again, and you don't, right? And it wears on you. And it's the same thing like fighting. You might get your ass kicked the first couple rounds, but you got to have this and be willing to go, that deep end, that suck, you know what I mean? And um, that is probably one thing I've learned uh, from all these guys that I've been able to be around and help out is that mental thing is everything. You know what I mean? I truly, I mean, yes, physically, yes, you gotta have, the cardio and everything, but man, that mental thing is where it's at. And I've used that more in life now, even being a dad, a husband, just being a friend to my other guys that I know as that mental thing is everything, everything.
You think that's something that you can teach or get better with?
Oh, I think you can teach it. I think you can teach it and just start sinking it in. And that's one thing that I think I've learned a lot from Coach T is how he, grains things in your head over and over, and you don't really realize it, you know, as you're doing it, as he's doing it, because it can be taught. But here's the thing: some people don't want to have that either, though. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays, there's a lot more soft motherfuckers out there. I'll say it. Not usually in a gym, a fight gym. There's not those kind of guys because they weed out real fast, right?
Hmm.
But you know, just saying in today's society, it's a lot different. There's a lot more soft, people out there, and you know, I think if they had somebody telling them, fuck, suck it up, you know what I mean? Did you die? No. All right, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, I truly believe, yeah, it could be taught. Or now, like you see audiobooks of, what's it, David Goggins, talking about, stuff like that, that might be an avenue for some other people. Some people maybe not like that avenue. There might be other guys out there to talk to them and teach that like mental strength. Because I truly do believe, you know, mental strength is everything. Everything. Yeah, I would say that.
Going off what you said though, you gotta want to have that. You gotta want to learn that, right?
It's everything though. You gotta want it everything in life. Like
That's
nothing's
true.
gonna give to you. You know what I mean? Like nothing's gonna. Dude. You're like everybody's like tells me, dude, you got the life. You got man. I want your job. Blah blah. Blah. You live in a podcast. You do this. You hunt. You get to do all this. Yeah, dude. But you don't realize like
Nobody
what.
gave you that shit.
Yeah, nobody did this, and there was a lot of times where I got rejected by all kinds of companies, or it wasn't time yet. You know what I mean? Like, how many emails did they not see? How many people have turned me down? And like, all you see is the cool stuff that happens now, right? They don't see like, dude, almost lost my truck, couldn't afford my truck payment. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. Like people don't understand. Like it's real grind. If you really want to do this, and or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, um, it's truly just a mental thing. And yeah, sure. Do I get in funks too? I I'm only human. Yeah, we all do. But sometimes you got to fire yourself, and get back up and go back looking for another thing and relight that fire. And um, to me, I think honestly, the mental thing is everything. You know what I mean? It really is.
It's important to show those downtimes though too, right? Especially with a platform like you got, like, people know who you are. You got a podcast, people listen to what you say, they look at your life. hey, Luke might have it figured out. He might have this, that, and the third. You're just human. You're just like everybody else.
Yeah, dude.
You got
That's
problems. You got issues.
yeah. None of this like I said, they see all like like me doing all this stuff, and everything. Yeah, it's great. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I have a great life, but literally, I have busted my ass to get here, and it hasn't been easy. And I've been told no a lot, and um, people are like, "Why are you gonna do this?" or "Why are you gonna be a fighter? Ain't gonna take you nowhere." You know what I mean? I just use that as motivation. You know what I mean? Like, watch me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Watch me. And like, even as the podcast, we're on a podcast right now, and like, literally, a lot of people start podcasts and they'll do it, and they're like, "Yeah, this is cool," but like year three, you're coming on three. Don't get it twisted. It's hard and it gets tiring sometimes, and you're like, and it kind of different. Like, I don't know, like my podcast is like, if I'm gonna do this, I want to make it a business,
Mhm.
right? I want to make a business of it because time is everything. Time is money. Like, me and you won't never get time back, right?
Mhm.
And I always say my time is valuable and your time is valuable. So I always try to make the best of it and try to absorb everybody's time, especially when they're coming an hour out of Denver or whatever, and they want to come up to my house. I want to have a drink with them. Let's shoot the shit, right? And um, I don't take that for granted. You know what I mean? So it's literally, I would say, the time is, everything. And I don't take that for granted. Even if I'm gonna be out here hanging out with the boys and missing time from my family, it better be worth something.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? If I'm gonna go hunt, I better at least fucking get up and hunt and try because I'm missing time from the fighters, my family. You know what I mean? So priorities. So I think honestly that's where I'm at with everything in life. You know, um, time. If I'm gonna do something, I gotta show for it, have something to show for it. You know what I mean? And it's worked out because I want to have my cake and ice cream. So I gotta work for it. You know what I mean? And it's worked out great because I get to partner up with some of the coolest companies. And when we first started working together, they handshake and they give me a form and they're like, "Yeah, I can do this," and I will always over deliver. Over deliver is the key, and I think that is, you know, where it's at, and what's helped me in my business is how I can keep some of these companies, and you know what I mean. And I mean, I work with some cool companies. I mean, like,
I see
man,
them in the background. You got a couple cool ones. I'm trying to
yeah,
finesse
dude.
one over
I
your
mean,
left shoulder right now as
yeah,
we speak.
yeah, and it's just and the friendships that I made with them, like
Absolutely.
that's why I went to TAC this weekend. I didn't shoot one course. I shot the practice rounds, but hung out with booths with them, try to get people in their booths, hang out with them. Dude, that's over delivered. They didn't expect it and they were happy with it. And who doesn't want to be hanging out with a bunch of bow hunters? You know what I mean? I could have easily went to the UFC fight here in Denver, right? Been, you know, ringside. I wanted to go hang out with my people, my listeners that support my brand, taking pictures, asking questions. That's what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Would have been cool going watching Rose, yeah. But I was over here like this on my phone watching it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to go back to my people, because one day I'll step away from the gym. Justin will retire. And what am I going to come back to? I want my brand. This is what I'm working for to keep. And I don't know. That's why I say like time is everything to me. I had to choose. Do I go to the UFC? Do I go choose to go hang out at TAC and leave the family? So I got to make it worth my time. You know what I mean? Got to make it worth it. So I don't know. I went on a little rant right there, but
No, no, I love it, dude. There's like people in my circle and people in your circle obviously think like that. We do. Like, I ask you come on, you're taking an hour out of your night. It's a
yeah,
Sunday night. Like you're
yeah,
away from your family, your kids, your people. giving me your time, so I want to make this worth it for you.
No, absolutely.
It's like that every time. But a lot of fucking people don't think like that. A
Mm.
lot of people want to know how much can I get paid and how little can I do.
And then here's one thing I've learned too is like, what's in it for me?
Fuck.
When I ask him to be on a podcast, bro, I don't need you to be on a podcast, bro. It's I'm cool. I'll get somebody else.
Hmm.
I'm trying to help you build your
You're
brand.
doing me a fucking solid, dog.
You know what I mean? But like, I also don't forget where I come from. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know what it's like to do podcasts. You know what I mean? And dude, I'm hitting an audience that I'm probably guys never heard of. You said you never heard of me too.
Hmm.
Cool. Let's do this. Because when I looked you, I was like, oh yeah, I can fuck with you. Cool. That's why I said let's do it. That's what exactly. But I also have been on podcasts where I'm like, all right, I'm ready to get off this bitch, right?
Get off this
It just was
motherfucker.
just because it hasn't been like my thing, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And but I always when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And I could have easily said, yeah, let's do it next week. And then in the following week, let's do it next week.
Yep.
I hate that shit. Let's do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let's work this out and have fun and get to know each other. And who knows what comes with this? You know what I mean? What
Yeah.
happens? That's what I like about it because you never know who you meet.
That's
You
the
know,
best part. That's the best part of it. That's the reason that I've continued to do it because like I told you in that video I sent you, like, hey, I don't know who you are, like point blank period. Like, haven't heard of you. But these are usually my favorite fucking episodes. When I'm like, hey, you ready to record? Yeah, let's send it. Cool.
yeah,
We're learning about each other live in time. And in turn, fuck, we could be friends down the road. Dude,
yeah,
there's so many people that I've met randomly on this show that I fucking talk to all the time now.
yeah,
Good
absolutely.
people, man. Good
Yeah.
people.
And that's why I've said like I have not gotten where I'm at today without help.
Yep.
Aaron Snyder has been a big help for me, just everybody like Justin helped me out with his following, you know what I mean? And just like it hasn't been me. I did this. Nah, dude, all my guests has been here. They bring something to the table, uh, sharing stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? Like all that helps, dude. And it hasn't there's it hasn't been me. It's been everybody's been helping me. I've had numerous guys help me out, get me where I'm at, and I just don't take that shit for granted. You know what I mean?
And
And
you shouldn't, dude, because like what also I told you, I was like, hey, my goal here is just to help anybody that I can. If we help one fucking person listening to something, like, hey, my time is valuable. Maybe someone listens to this and they're like, fuck, you know what? My time is too. Maybe I need to be better at saying no. Maybe
yeah,
I need to put myself around better people. Well,
yep,
fuck, dude, you and I won already.
yeah.
We had a
That's
great
fact.
conversation and we helped somebody. We might not see it on the front end,
Nope.
but that's all right.
Yeah. Somebody listening to it and whatever, and they say, God damn, my time is valuable and I
Mhm.
won't get it back. It's facts, man. Like we will never get time back. It's only forward. You know what I mean? And that's
Yep.
why, like I always say, like, you know, we lose a fight. Fuck it. Let's go forward. If we're gonna do this, we got to move forward, bro. Let's go. Can't dwell on it. We can't change shit. You know what I mean? I shoot a fucking bad animal. I can't change it. All I can do is just fucking move forward and like, okay, give him hope he's there in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, there's no sense of crying over spilled milk, man. I gotta make shit happen. I lose a company, right? I lose a sponsorship. All right, fuck it. One door closes, another one will open, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you that. It's facts. Can't just sit and mope and be a little bitch about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Gotta go, and I think that's been probably my best thing. It works for me. I'm not saying probably everybody should do it, but I'm a gambler, so you know what I mean? Like I like to take chances. And uh it's worked out pretty good. And have I fell on my face a few times? Yeah, fuck yeah. But I'm I'm a motherfucking tough motherfucker, and I don't care. I'm gonna do it. When people tell me they can't do it or whatever, I will do it. I will do it. I'll find a way. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It just time is everything. And when I apply something, like I'm all in. When I do something, I'm all in. You know what I mean? So that's a little bit of me. That's just I'm all in. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm all in. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to teach my kids too. Like my son Marcus, he just started. He's 4 years old. Just started t-ball this year. He didn't really like it. He didn't want to get out in the field. He was all for it. We went out, bought all this stuff for him, and I was like, "Cool. You don't have to play this game. We're going to practices though. You don't want to play on Saturdays? Cool. But we're showing up, and you can cry in the dugout after 2 games." And it was frustrating for me. You know what I mean? Like it was tough, dude. My having my kid crying in the dugout, and I was like, "Oh man." And I'm telling you, dude, I was like, "We did it. Game 3, fucking loves it, dude. He wanted to practice and do it all the time. He wants to play fall ball now. So like, you got to stick with it. You commit to it. We're gonna do it, whether you like it or not. You know?
Yeah, you start something, you better finish it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's just that's just maybe a little of my dad in me too. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you raised like that too?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a great upbringing. I didn't realize how great it was until I had kids. I was a little spoiled little shit. My dad would always go out buy me new cleats, new wrestling shoes every year. And then now that I have kids, I'm like, damn, my dad did a lot. My mom did a lot for us. All these camps, all these, you know what I mean? Like, so I just try to do better than they did. You know, I always say, I didn't come out all bad, did I? You know, uh, it's just what it is. I just try to be better than what, I was raised and do the right thing. Be a good human, you know?
Yes.
It's a lot easier to me to put a smile on my face and hopefully make somebody smile than be an asshole. You know what I mean? It's just I don't have time for that. I'd rather have people laughing, joking. I'm all about having a good time.
I like that, man. I always tell my wife that too. It's like it's so much easier in my opinion, and this is just my opinion. It might not be like this for everybody else, to kind of have that, happy-go-lucky attitude opposed to being pissed off.
Oh,
For me, being pissed off, like that takes like genuine effort. I get frustrated like the next guy, right? Like, well, shit,
100%.
give me my fucking 5 minutes. That's all I need. Give me my 5 minutes to deal with it. All right, turn the page, back to who I am.
Yep.
Some
Yeah.
people just thrive off that, just being
Uh,
pissed and
and the,
angry and hate.
and
And
the
it's
worst
like,
is when they blast it on social media,
yes.
bro. They act like that's gonna solve their problem.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why I'm like, oh man, this guy got tissues. I can't fuck with this guy anymore.
I
You
got
know what
my
I mean?
own fucking problems, dog. I don't want to hear
Yeah,
about
dude.
yours.
I don't want to hear yours. And if you really think that's a problem, you don't know shit.
Exactly.
Leave this country. Go to a third world country and find out what real problems are, bro. You know what I mean? Like that was one thing about fighting is I got to travel the world, go make money, and do what I loved. But I also realized, holy shit, dude, we live in the best country in the world, hands down, hands down. Because I've been to some fucking countries. I've been to the Middle East, and God, dude, our soldiers, God bless them, dude. That place is fucking shithole, you
Mhm.
know, and what they do go over there and do for us, and like for us to do podcasts and shit like that and do what we want, dude. That's why I say like I get on a rant with some of these fucking people like, say, like why me or this sucks and they'll post and everything. I'm like, you have no fucking idea how
Mm-mm.
lucky you are.
People are fucking spoiled, dog. Big time.
Spoiled and like it's they're soft nowadays. You know what I mean? Like
Super soft.
it's super soft and and I have no problem saying that because if that offends you, then I prove my point right there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I proved my point right there. So yeah, I don't know, man. I just honestly think if people just, put their fucking feet to work, hands to work, put their mind on what their goal is, things would be a lot better for them. You know what I mean? And I got a perfect example of setting goals. Everybody told me, "What are you doing to fight? What do you want to? Why are you fighting? I'm never going to take you anywhere." I just wanted to fight in the UFC. That's it. I wanted to show everybody, fuck you. I'm going to fight in the UFC, and you're going to buy the fight. I'm going to be on pay-per-view. And sure as shit, I did it, right? But my goal was just that, right? It was just that. And I should have said, okay, I'm going to get in the UFC and then work my way up. My next step is to be another contender, eventually be a champion. My goal was done. And I think that was part of the fire that lost when I got out of the UFC. And then I was just straight fighting overseas to make better money. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, that's my another thing would be goals, your mindset goals, and but yeah, we were talking about, how people solve the bitch and moan about that, but dude, set goals. You know what I mean? Put some goals out on social media. Do something positive. Don't bitch
Yeah.
about what's going on. But that's just me. I don't know. Sometimes I'm no different than you. You get fucking pissed off about shit, but what's that gonna do? You know what I mean? Gotta move on. And it's work. I'm 43 years old and um dude, I would have never guessed I'd be where I'm at now. You know what I mean? You're talking to a guy that got held back in third grade. You know what I mean? And I live the best fucking life, man. You know what I mean? Like, um, I got a beautiful wife, two kids, and they're healthy. You know, that to me is I'm the richest man alive. You know, I get to do what I want. You know what I mean? Like I coach the best fighter in the world. I get to go travel places. You know what I mean? Like I get to have a podcast, outside of my house. You know what I mean? Like I'm spoiled too. You know what I mean? But it didn't happen overnight, and I worked really hard for it.
You're one of the most grateful dudes I've ever fucking talked to. I'm serious, man.
Yeah. I'm just I'm not a guy that says like I'm bragging. I'm
I
fucking
don't take it like that at
I'm
all.
fucking thankful, and I'll say it every time. I know it, dude. Dude, all this could be taken away like that. I could get in a wreck or whatever, somebody or anything. You know what I mean? Um, I just don't take it for granted. You know what I mean? So like people are like, oh man, you got the job. Yeah, I know. But I'm thankful for it and I work hard to keep it because I love it. You know? Um, don't get me wrong, it hasn't always been, beautiful and everything. And I got a great wife that supports me and she's always been like, do it. You can do it. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, but how the fuck are we gonna afford this shit? You know what I mean? And
Hey, but you're a gambler though.
yeah, that's his thing. And that's just a little bit of me right there. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. It's goals. Don't be a pussy. Be mentally strong, and you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. It's good. I will say this though. I'm 43 years old. I got on TRT about a year ago. You want to talk about a game changer?
Yeah? Tell me about it.
100%. I recommend any dude go get your levels tested. It's not steroids like everybody think. It's what we have. Guys have. They lose, dude. There was times I would come home 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and my kids would want to play, and all I want to do is sleep, dude. Take a nap, right? And then end the night, they're like, "Let's go jump on the trampoline, Dad." And I was like, "No, dude, I don't want to do that." And finally, I was talking to, I think I had Derek Wolf on the podcast, and he was talking about, dude, you should go get your fucking. I was telling him, I'm like, dude, how do you have the energy after all these injuries you've had? And I have. He was like, bro, go see this guy, this clinic out here down the road in Littleton, or yeah, Littleton. And I said, what is it? He goes, and I was like, dude, I'm not about trying to take a shot and everything. He's like, dude, just go get your levels checked, and then they'll tell you what you need. Dude, I swear to God, I took my wife in there with me because she works in the medical field too, and so she can ask questions too. And they were like, "Yeah, you're a perfect candidate." We had a checklist, like everything's done. And I swear to God, dude, and I'm like I talk about it as much as I can because somebody's gonna listen to this and they're gonna be like, "Dude, I was gaining weight. I was doing fight camps with Justin when he had fights. Dude, I had just no drive, no wasn't I was eating clean. Um, kind of cut back on my drinking a little bit, but it was still not like uh happening, right? I was not getting the result. And we just as we get older, men lose their test. And so they got me on a shot, and dude, after about, oh, well, shit, I would think after week 2, the first thing a guy will notice is your libido. Oh my God, you're like 18 again.
Hell yeah.
You want to, you like, when you have a conversation with your wife, and I was like, yeah, you're really there, but you're not. You're like, dude, now I'm like involved with conversation with my wife. I want to hang out with her. And, you know, that part is good as a man. That part is
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Um, but the other things of it, dude, I wake up every morning, I get on my elliptical, 2, 3 miles, depending on how much time I have. And before I'll do it later tonight or this afternoon. Dude, now I get up out of bed. My sleep is so much better. I get up and then I'll go to the gym, work out with the guys, come back, and I want to lift weights, play with the kids. I'm cleaning the house, dude. I do dishes now. I do everything. I'm vacuuming. Bro, my wife's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, what happened to my husband? What'd you do with him?
Yeah, dude. It just literally, and then I, dude, I seriously know why they don't allow this in like pro sports now, because you feel like you're fucking just want to keep working and training, and you know what I mean. Like I just got done shooting tack, hanging out up there, drove back today. I'm ready to go flick some more arrows.
Hell yeah.
God, old Luke, I'd have been fucking in there sleeping right now. I swear. It's, to me, guys, go get your tests checked. And now, like my guys down here in Littleton, they'll ship it anywhere. I think they got 46 states they ship to.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they fucking send you out to, get your blood work done, and they'll send, and you'll have a conference call, and boom. Sometimes your insurance will cover it. That's huge for guys.
Hmm.
But I think after that, it's like $200 a month, right? Or whatever. But you guys got to realize, like, even hunters or whatever, like, we're in the gear and everything. And dude, our bodies are the best equipment we have.
It's all you got, man.
This is it. You know what I mean? Like, so to me, it's worth every penny of it. You know what I mean? Like, go change your life. Be Dude, it's like I literally say this to everybody, and like all my boys now, all the fighters, everybody like, dude, it's changed your life, huh? I said, yes, dude. I'm working out with a guy, dude. I'm wearing rash guards now, taking my shirt off in front of him. They're like, damn, who the fuck is this guy? It's like I'm like, it's just like me and my wife can have sex now with the lights on. You know what I mean? I'm like, let's go. But
Oh man. Were your
yeah,
levels just fucking shot? Were they done for?
I was I think it was 213, and my levels were 213. And I think, at my age, they said I should have been like uh 5 to 700. And then like, you want to be I now I'm at 900, and I maintain that at 900. Every week I go get a shot every week. And they said, the downfall of it is you don't have to be on it for the rest of your life. But if you get off it, you're gonna go back to the old
Back to
ways.
square one, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to live that way again, dude. I do not want to live that way again. I want to live this way. I'm living the fullest life I can because we got this one life, right? And people can say whatever they want, but look, man, it is worth every fucking bit of it to me. Because when I wake up, I'm ready to fucking rule the world every fucking morning. Facts. It's been the best fucking decision I've ever did in my life. And I just want guys to just go, not your doctor, because doctors are a little different. Go see a specialized hormone doctor, a man, preferably, because they know what we are going through. You know what I mean? But I highly recommend it. Highly go special. The company I work with is called Revitalized Health. You check them out on the website, Littleton, Colorado. Coolest fucking guys ever meet. Their whole staff, friendly as hell. Like, I mean, you pretty much get to know them because I'm there every Monday, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
every Monday I go get my fix, and it's crazy, and it's awesome, dude. Like this whole weekend, I was ready to go take on. And I was talking to all these hunters out there, and they're dying because it's hot out there. But um, they're like, "Man, what are you doing? You got to work out for me, blah blah." I said, "Go get your levels checked." What? What's that? I don't want steroids. I'm like, bro, go get your levels checked. It's testosterone. Read about it, check it out. Go. I'm telling you, you will thank me. I promise you will thank me. And they're like, no shit. And dude, so many guys I've got on it now, and they're like, dude, I'm so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Made their marriage way better again. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like it's seriously like I just done mine. You know what I mean? It's 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 crazy, like on how you feel, like just the energy level, and you just don't want to be a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And that's where, and I've never been that guy. I've always worked out, never done, in the gym all the time. But bro, my motivation, dude, I literally have never been depressed. And I was getting in a depressed state, you know
Hmm.
what I mean? And why would I ever be depressed? You know what I mean? I have a fucking great life. And I was like, something's wrong, man. Like, I gotta go. Maybe I got diabetes. I didn't know what the fuck I had. I was like, and I was talking, and we were talking about it. I was like, dude, I just didn't got no drive. And Derek was like, dude, go see this guy. Go get your levels checked. Because all the former NFL players do it, like Broncos. And he's like, just go get him tested. And I was like, cool. And then from there, you can open a can of worms to peptides like injuries and stuff like that they talk to you about. But I'm telling you, I had a knee issue and I got on TB 500 for 3 months. I was gonna have to get surgery on it, bro.
Straight.
Straight, straight. I mean, I'm telling you, like it worked for me. I can't say everybody's injury, but and that's a peptide that they gave me once a week, and bro, it was for 3 months, and I said,
Injection?
yep, yep.
Yeah.
They do it for you, and like if they send it to you, they tell you how to do it. Your wife could do it, you could do it, whatever. I couldn't do it. I'm a little bitch when it comes to needles. You know what I mean? I'm like, you stick it right there. I can't do it. So they do it for me, and um, yeah, it's game changer to me, dude. I'm telling you that. If that's anything, if anybody ever listens to this, yeah, my mindset, goals, whatever, guys, if you're struggling, take my word for it. Take my
No,
word for
no price tag on your health either, man. I've been preaching that.
what I'm saying. Health is you get one. You get one. And and when I couldn't go outside and play with my kids,
That's a
I
wrap.
knew something fucked up, right?
Hmm.
That was that's when I knew. And now I want to live old, man. I want to grow old. I want to die old, healthy. Uh I want to see my kids grow up. You know what I mean? So why not? Why not try to better myself? It's literally for us. You know what I mean? So that's my rant on TRT. You guys should check it out. It's good. Seriously, it's I wish I could start one. You know what I mean? Because that's how it just literally changes guys' life. And women can get on them too. It's like a lower dosage.
Mm.
And they were talking about that. And um, if I got my wife on that, I mean, I gotta go get snipped because
You
I
ain't
don't.
gonna leave the house, dog.
Yeah, exactly. I can't have no more kids, bro. I'm 43. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, hell no. But yeah, so it's cool, man. Like, I definitely highly recommend it, obviously, because you can tell how passionate I am about it and the way it's made me feel. Yeah,
That's
it's
great, man.
legit. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
I'll
old are you?
probably, I
How
know
old are
I'm
you?
straight. I know I'm straight now, but down the road, I'm not against that at all. I know a lot of dudes that are on it and they swear by it.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, you've talked about it. How old are you?
Oh yeah. 30.
30. Yeah, yeah, you're
Yeah, I'm
good.
straight, man. I'm like you right now. Like I'm good. I'm good to go.
Oh yeah, yeah, straight up. I think it was like if I think back in time, I think it was like around 38, 39 is when I started noticing like I started gaining more weight. But then I was like, oh man, I'm drinking more, eating not right, so I played it like a lot, which it does. Um, but then just my tank, my energy, my drive, everything. You know what I mean? That was not good, dude. When I could not be present for my kids, that's when I knew something was going on.
Yep.
42 years old, I finally got them checked, and 43, I love it. You know what I mean? It's the best thing. That's why I just tell everybody, bro, go get them checked. You know, it's just change your life. You'll love life again. You will love it.
Dude, I've known you for an hour, but like I'm not surprised that's what you do. You get shit done. You take action.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if
Something's
I don't
fucked
like
up, we're gonna
that,
fix it.
you got to fix it, bro.
Yep.
Like, what are you gonna dwell about it? You know what I mean? And
Yep.
you got to go. I don't know. That's just my philosophy, and that's, you know, I don't know. I just the way I work. That's how my head works. I want to do everything, everything. And probably because I got a lot of cool people around me too, though. You know what I mean? That saying is like your circle is, what you are, dude. My circle's small. Like I have a lot of friends, like acquaintances and everything. My circle's small, but bro, if we ain't trying to fucking better each other and you know, you know, if I'm slacking or somebody's slacking, we call a spade. Like, bro, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing, dude? Like, get better. So I got a great circle of friends too.
It's the type
Uh,
of people you need, man.
yeah, straight up, it is. Like I said, man. I live a life, but it's uh, it's not always like even what's in the fucking bank account. That's not where it's at. We all need this. We all need the money, the tokens, and all. But, bro, if I could literally show people what I have in my bank account and see how really I feel rich, bro, you would be surprised. It's like it's not about money. Yeah, you gotta have it, but dude, it's the little things. You gotta don't take it for granted. Like, man, it's not about how much money you have or whatever, or how much you can fucking talk about on social media or this and that. Dude, it's the little things. Like, man, I got a family. I got a camper. Dude, I'm living life. You know what I mean? Look, I got a camper, dog. You know what I mean? I got a side by side now.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what's cool? It's like, it's cool. Like things I never thought I would have in my life. I live in the mountains. I got my own 3D range back here, my own personal one. You know what I mean? Like, who would have thought? You know, uh, because I wanted it. I want to win the lottery, so that's my next goal.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
But you know what I mean? Like that's just me. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just that's my rant on TRT. That's my rant on mindset. Don't be a pussy and be mentally strong.
And you fire me up, dog. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I literally enjoy just talking to new people because you didn't know me and I didn't know you, but look at it's just when you start talking about certain things, and I'm very passionate about what I do in life.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Um, yeah, it's just me, man. I don't know. I'm no one special, but I try to be special. You know,
Yeah.
I try
Just
to
a
be
man.
I try to be different. I try to be a positive deal. Uh, I try to just be a good person. You know what I mean? That's just it. I try to help others that don't have it. You know what I mean? And to
Because you've
me,
been there.
it's kind of, you know what it's like to start something up and it's scary and is it going to work or whatever. That's why I get on podcasts all the time because bro, I know what it's like to start something or, get views, get downloads. Man, why is this one not doing that good? Like, how is this good? I would call Aaron. I'd be like, hey man, what's a good average download per episode? And then I'm going off his numbers at CafaroCast. And I was like, damn, I gotta step my game up. How can I do this? You know what I mean? And um it's literally scary to start stuff, but if you don't fucking try, you won't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The whole thing has been a roller coaster to me. Like I've had my ups, downs, but you know, it's only for a short time, those bad times.
And
You
said
know
it
what
ain't
I
gonna
mean?
last forever.
It doesn't last forever. And when you really think about it, those bad times, dude, that ain't really bad times. You know what I mean? It is not bad. And that's why you look back and I look back at some of the shit that I sweated and got worried about and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck you worried about? That is nothing. And it all works out. You know what I mean? It all works out. But I'm also, not a pussy. like some of these people out there today. You know what I mean? They're, they want the fucking, they want gimme, 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 gimme. You know what I mean? Like you got to work, bro. You got to work.
You know, how little can I do and how much do I get paid?
Yeah, yeah. Facts. You know that. Let me ask you a question.
Send it.
What motivated you to get into podcast and have people listen to you and do and do this? Because obviously you've been doing it for a minute. What motivated you to do it? And uh tell me why. Your why.
Yeah, yeah. So originally it was me and another guy. We started the show and it was called something completely different.
Uh-huh.
Long story short, we went probably maybe 20 some episodes in. Didn't work out with him. Not couldn't cut it. Relationship kind of fell through. Well, I had a fucking choice to make. I really enjoyed doing it. We built a whole fucking studio out in my basement, dude.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
the whole
You're
nine.
invested.
I'm
You're invested.
invested, dude. We got the equipment, we got the chairs, we got the sweet desk, got the fucking logo on the wall. It's fucking sick. Good
Yeah.
lighting.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck, he's gone. But we primarily focused on hunting. We'd pick a hunting topic, we'd talk. We didn't interview nobody, just him and I.
Yep.
I'm like, well, fuck, I got a decision to make now. Fuck it. Started reaching out. I reached out to a guy. Hey, you want to come on my podcast? Yeah, sure. All right, cool. So I started interviewing people. And then what I found out is that I love hunting. I love it. We didn't talk hunting at all, really, at all during this
Yeah. No.
podcast.
Yeah.
But
And I
that's
love
because,
hunting.
yeah, me too.
We all love hunting. That's why I said, fuck yeah, I'll do it, but
Yep,
I'm a different guest.
yep. And but then I started to figure out I like talking about other shit besides hunting too. Like we are. We're talking life, we're talking this, we're talking that. We're getting to know each other. I was like, fuck, I think I could do this. This is a lot of fun. And I'm learning shit. I'm
Yeah.
learning shit. I want people to learn, but I'm selfish too. Like I want to learn stuff too.
Yep.
And what bet like the ball's in my court. So it just kept going. And then I had this bet with myself. It's like I started telling people every fucking Monday you're gonna get an episode. Every Monday I'm gonna somehow if I don't have a guest on, I'm gonna do a solo. I'm gonna pick a topic. I might ask you guys for something. Give me a topic and I'll talk.
Right.
And I started sharing stuff. And I started sharing my like Western hunting journey, right? I'm not from Montana, so I come out here. It's my fourth year. I'm novice and green as fuck, dude. I told everybody about my fuck ups. I told
Yeah.
everybody how about,
You're
hey,
real. You're real. Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't even find these fucking elk. How am I supposed to kill one? You know what I mean?
You
Now
become
I'm
best friends.
right, right.
Just be best friends.
Now I'm killing these motherfuckers, and I'm getting better. I'm learning how to navigate maps and terrain and camp
Yeah.
out and this and that. So I'm sharing my journey, and the more I kept doing that, the more that I started being able to talk to people that I kind of look up to in the space. Like, hey, like this is a really good bow hunter. Why the fuck are you on my podcast? Well, because I listened to a couple of your episodes and you were really honest and transparent, and like I want to help you.
You're
Fucking
real.
cool. Fucking cool.
Real.
And that's it, dude. That's my whole show. It's
Yeah.
honesty, transparency, and like if you walked in this fucking door right now and you were just like gaming me, you're out in the hallway the whole time, I'd throw the microphone over to the side and we'd just talk exactly how we are right now.
Exactly.
People like that shit. And it's like
It's
it's not hard to do, dog. Like it's just me.
Yep.
You know
Yo,
what I'm
you're right.
saying?
100%. And I think that's what the difference in why I've been successful too. And I know you're going to be successful because you just said it. It's like, it's real talk. I'm not faking something that I'm not. I get fucking guys like Aaron Snyder. I'm not a backpack specialist. I'm not the backcountry fucking guy. I never said I was. I'll get a guest in here and say, and do it, and we'll talk and do that. You want to learn to fight? Yeah, I could do that. I could teach you that for sure. I love to hunt. I love to chase out like everybody else. But did I ever say I was the fucking man? No, fuck
Yeah.
no. I love it. And I think just real talk and people know when uh you're bullshitting them
Oh yeah.
to to talking like a fucking like me and you are right now. They
Yep.
get that real talk and they get it because you know I never said I hate that saying fake it till you make it. Nah, man, I say do it until you make it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Do it until you make it. You know,
Yep.
and that I just like I said, even in the hunting world, like I got, you know, so many people around me that I go ask questions, bro. I'm like, I don't know
You
all the
have to, man.
I don't know. I want to be that. I want to be you. I want to have my grip and grin too. You know what I mean? I want to have my freezer full, you know? And I love it. You know what I mean? And maybe I'd be a way better hunter if I put my bow down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And, but
you should try it. You definitely do kill more shit. 'Cause
yeah,
I've done
but
it.
yeah, but you know what I mean? It's just, but it's fun, both of them. I love it. I
Me too.
love the fact that, it's a challenge, and uh like it's my new fight. You know what I mean? That's my fight
Yeah.
now. You know what I mean? And that's why I love bow hunting, because it's, or any hunting, even if I'm rifle hunting, but let's keep it real. It's a lot harder shooting an animal with the bow than it is with the rifle. And um, I love that challenge. I do. I love it. But, you know, going back to what we were saying, just you're a real dude. I could tell right away. And that's why people will like you and listen to you. Yeah, you're not trying to fake some shit and promote something and say something you're not passionate about. Yeah, that's what I could tell right away with you. You know what I mean?
It's
That's
like,
why I
dude,
want. Go ahead.
I coach guys all over the fucking states, like fitness, online coaching and stuff.
Okay.
And could I do a lot better job marketing myself online and on my platforms and trying to sell them shit like on podcast and making a
Yeah.
post? Yeah, sure. But like I'm not the coach or I'm not the trainer with his fucking shirt off online all the time. That's just not me. It's not organic, dude.
Yep. Yep. That's just
Like,
it.
do I have a six pack? Fucking A, I do. But like you don't need to see it.
Yep.
Like it's like, I mean, it's just not me. It's just not.
And some people are like that. Good for them. You know what I mean? Like it is.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, you, and that's your brand, and that's why people will like you, because
That's why
that's.
people like it, man. Yep. Exactly.
Mhm. Yeah, man, you're real, and I think that's why I kind of wanted to ask you why you got into it, and because I could tell like right away, and obviously I want to learn a little bit about you too, because I could tell. So what got you into fitness then?
Dude, I've been training since I was 16.
No kidding, you love that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. We had like a really good strength coach at my high school
Yeah,
that is like one of my mentors. He's like my second dad to this day. We
yeah.
talk all the time. And actually Sornex, Bert and those dudes, they built out our gym like 4 or 5 years ago. Our whole high school looks like a fucking college gym. It's
Hell yeah,
disgusting. It's
hell yeah,
fucking nasty. So like that's kind of the culture that it wasn't always like that, like especially
yeah,
when I was there.
yeah.
But we kind of had that guy, his name's AT, and he was just kind of that no bullshit fucking mindset. Get in here at 6, get your shit in. And that just always stuck with me. It stuck with me through
Gosh,
college. It stuck with me through my adult life. And I'm so glad that it did because like we talked about, you got one shot at this thing, man. Health is wealth. It's everything,
yeah,
So
fact,
I'm like, fuck, I'm living this life. I'm doing this. I grab a couple certifications here and there and I can help motherfuckers do this. Like, it's really not that hard.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
you just gotta get into that routine, and that's what I instill into people is just shit like that. But yeah, I've been doing it almost half my life, so just
So,
like you said, why not make it a business?
yep, no, you're dope. You do and do something that you love to do,
Love doing it.
and you get to change people's lives, bro.
That's it, dog.
That's just it. That's true. That's facts, and you know that goes a long ways. And that's why I said like doing something that you love is that's priceless, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking priceless to me. And
Yep.
that's just I had so many jobs offered me to go to different gyms and all this stuff and like, make way more money. But I was like, dude, I want to be true. Trevor's been with me from day one. I want to be with Justin. Um, and I didn't want to relocate my family. I didn't want to do any. I wanted to be here. I want to hunt here. I want to be in the mountains. You know what I mean? And you
Yep.
make it work. You make it work. I was like, why can't I do that here? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Fuck that. I'm not gonna go chase that. I'm gonna make it here.
Yep.
What I did. You know?
Yep.
Thank
You
God,
gotta take chances
Justin.
too, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Thank
you
God
said.
Justin's good.
That's right. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, you landed a pretty good one there,
Yeah,
dog.
that was a good one, man.
Yep.
But yeah, uh yeah, I said, why would I go chase that when I could do that here? You know what I mean? Why would I go make somebody else that when I could do it here?
Yep.
But it's a gamble, and you do it.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That's cool, and I'm glad you're fucking into that, changing people's life and doing something you love. I get a lot of people message me and they say, "Dude, thanks for the podcast. It helps me get through the week. You fucking,
I get the
work."
same messages, bro, and that's why I keep doing this.
That's 100% why.
Uh,
And I had a couple guys quit their job to go chase their dream, and they said I should have done it fucking 5 years ago, but I did it, and I kept on listening to you and watching you live it, do it. And I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it. And I tell everybody, if I do it, you can do it. I promise you, man. I
mhm.
promise you, you can do it. And they are so happy they did it. And, you know, that's why I do the podcast every week. I love doing it too, but and now I made it, I get to make some money doing it now too, but it's truly because of those messages why I do it. You
Same.
know,
Because you know people are, when do you release your episodes?
uh I do one every week. Every week, usually Monday, I get it out Monday.
Yeah, you know
And,
people are looking at that shit on Monday
oh
morning.
dude, it's
Yep, that's
crazy
exactly
because
how I
you
am too, man.
can see it. I do one down and I'm like, holy shit, look at this. I just did it 15 minutes ago. Look at that. It makes me fucking feel so good, dude. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, damn, this is sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just like I said, like I I don't take that for granted because one day could go away and be like, damn, this what the hell am I listening to this dumb fuck for? You know
Yep.
what I mean? So
Yep.
I'm riding it out till the wheels fall off.
Likewise, brother. Me too,
You
man.
know, you
Me
know.
too. I'm looking forward to listening to your show. And I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but I'm definitely
Yeah,
going to tune into yours.
right on, man. I appreciate that. It's a we get a variety of different guests. Some it's fun, some it's just, I try to tell people don't listen to it with your kids because we're real, it's unfiltered. You know what I mean? But like honestly, like it's just I always tell people, do you learn anything from me? I don't know. If you learn anything, you learn what not to do. You know what I mean? But we have fun, and I get some pretty cool people in here and I've had a lot of good help, so it's been good. It's just we're not going anywhere. You know what I
Good.
mean? We're not going to go anywhere for a while. So, uh, like I said, I would never thought I'd hit 200 episodes, and um, it's been fun. It's awesome. You know what I mean? It's awesome. So, I think next week we get to do Traeger. Oh boy, do you know Chad Ward? He's like a big barbecue guy. He's like their main guy for Traeger.
Mm-mm.
He's flying out from Florida to or Louisiana, wherever the fuck he's from. But he's coming to our gym and he's gonna cook for us. And he got his podcast lined up. He wants to do podcasts with all of us there at the gym. And dude, it's cool. That's cool, man. I can't wait
So
till
cool.
next week. You know what I mean? Let alone for the food. Like I love eating food, so he's like one of the best barbecues guy in the world. So you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to me, it's just I don't know what I'm gonna wake up to every day. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like this trip, I've been. I'll say it first here. Nobody will. When you air this,
Fucking like 12 hours, dog.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, oh, they'll hear it. So like, you'll be the first one to hear about it. I've been with Matthews for 10 years. Shot nothing but Matthews.
I knew I fucking liked you.
Yeah, I did. I love Matthews for 10 years and I've
Then
shot
you
him.
then you
And but
jump
now listen
ship,
to me.
you
Now listen
motherfucker.
to
You
me.
jump ship
I
on us,
did.
man.
I did. I just did. Here's why though. Homeboy from so it'll be I'm gonna shoot Elite, right?
Yep.
I've met these guys numerous times now, never pushed anything on me. And we were at the Mile High Expo here in Denver. First year doing it, he comes over to my booth, hangs out, and we shooting the shit, talking. And I was like, dude, let's record. He goes, you want me on your show? I said, hell yeah. He goes, I thought you were Matthews guys. I was like, I don't care. Let's talk, dude. We're having a conversation. Long story short, one thing led to another. Meet him again, hang out with them again. And I'm like, dude, these guys are fucking just like me. And so we're attacked, there's things, and I'm shooting all these novelty shots, and I'm just shooting really good. And I get this ticket. They're like, here, take it to that tent down there. Well, it was their tent. And they're like, I was like, what do I win with this? He goes, go down there and see what you win. So I want some arrows, dozen arrows. And I was like, oh, I don't fucking shoot these arrows, you know? And he goes, I go, just give them to somebody, give them to a kid or another guy or whatever that wants to come in here and buy them. Where he's like, no, dude, you should switch over. He goes, come over here. What's your draw length? To give me a bow. I went out there on the range and I started shooting it. And I did kind of like it. I liked it. And I was like, dude, I go, I got to be quite honest with you. I haven't shot anything else for 9 years. I nothing. I'm not getting paid by Matthews. I don't do anything, but it's a loyalty thing. And he's like, don't do it. I don't, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And we just fucking hit it off. We started talking more um, and one thing I said, fuck it, let's go. Let's send me a rig. Let's do it. I'll go and try it and do it. He's like, yeah, no contract. You don't like it. Go back to your Matthews. And I was like, I'll do that. Bet. Let's go. So I'm gonna fucking shoot a Matthew or an elite bow. I don't even know which one is coming out, but they said they're gonna trick it out for me.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm excited because I did love shooting that bow and it was fun actually shooting a different bow, honestly.
Yep.
It was honestly, it was so I was like, cool, I'll try it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna switch to elite and I've never done it. So fuck, man, it's exciting. I'm more excited about that, you know, than landing a big money sponsorship deal. You know what I mean? I just want a Bowie. Let's see what's up. I want to try it. You know
Plus,
what
you
I
like
mean?
the guys too. That's the biggest
Yeah,
thing. If you
that
thought they were assholes, you would have never done it.
never done it. Never
Yep.
done it. So says a lot about that. But yeah, so I'm excited to shoot elite. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully my quiver of fives goes to like tens and twelves now. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But yeah, it's
Uh,
cool. I'm excited for that.
good deal, man.
Yeah.
Where can people find you, man?
Oh man, there's my Instagram is Gladiators Gladiators Unleashed is the one I mostly do a lot of that of my social media deal. For the podcast, it's GU Unfiltered underscore, but and that's all linked up to Facebook. I don't really get on Facebook. It's just all linked up. But website, gladiatorsunleashed.com. My podcast is on all platforms pretty much, Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, all of them. And I try to do them out every week, GU Unfiltered. Um, yeah, give it a listen, That's why I try if you're looking for something different, may entertain you, may not, and may not be your cup of tea, so don't hold it against you. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah, no doubt. I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. But yeah, that's I try to be pretty active on that thing because I feel like that's advertising for me, and like build a brand and I feel like, you ain't gonna excel if you ain't putting yourself out there too sometimes. You know
Very
what I mean?
true.
Sometimes I see a lot of people and I'm like, dude, that's too much, you know what I mean? But like sometimes you just got to throw yourself out there. I wish we didn't have to do this whole social media game, but at the same time, I get in contact with a lot of cool people like yourself. You know what I mean? It's gotten me numerous things in life. So it's not all bad. You know what I mean? The whole social media deal, it's not all bad. There's a lot of cool things that happen with it too. So, um, but yeah, that's where they can find me at, man. I can reach out, shoot me a message. You guys got questions or anything. That's why I always say I'm like, book. Like you shot me a video, which I thought that was pretty fucking cool. You
Thank
know,
you.
that was pretty fucking cool. It was like more. I was like, damn, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, so then I hit it. And I was like, oh, this is legit because when I'll shoot him a message. You know what I mean? And then when you did that, I was like, that's legit, bro. That's cool as hell because it actually made me feel kind of special. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I appreciate that, man. That's yeah, I learned that from a buddy that I got hooked into a podcast one time by somebody doing that to me, and
Yeah,
I felt the same way. And I just think it's more personable, man, just to reach
very.
out like, hey, I don't know you. I was very honest and would love to talk. And hey, if you don't even see this or you leave me on red, it's all good. But like the
Yeah.
worst thing you're gonna say is no. I mean,
No,
fuck
yeah,
it.
exactly. Right. Yeah.
It's all
I
good.
thought that was very cool. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. That's why you saw me reply. I hit your profile up and making sure you were no fake account or spam or some fucking shit. I was like, who is the fuck is this guy? And then I checked you out. I was like, oh, bet 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And
appreciate that.
but I was like, I got to give you credit on that one because I might steal that a little bit on
Dude,
a.
do it, man. I got it from a guy named Nolan. He or who that wasn't Nolan. Who was that? No, Nolan stole it from me because he liked that too. Um,
It's legit.
yeah,
It's more
My buddy Ross, he sent me a video. He had like 50 followers, man, and he started this podcast. I was like, I don't know who this fucking guy is, but I
right.
like him. I was like,
Yeah.
that was really nice. I'll come on
Yeah.
your show, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was cool,
It was
man.
cool, man. That is, I did the same thing. I looked at it and I was like, I checked you out and I was like, oh, dude, this is cool. Hit it, boom, followed you. And I was like, dude, hell yeah, let's go. Because I did right away, didn't I?
Yeah,
I did.
you did.
Like, oh, boom, boom. I was like, good. That's that TRT, dog. I'm on it. I'm ready to go.
I was so nervous. I was like, man, like I know he had a busy weekend. Like I hope he doesn't bail on me last minute because I had a couple people bail this week, and I'm like, fuck, maybe what y'all won't get one on Monday, but we'll turn this around and we'll get it out Monday. But I
Yeah.
appreciate the
No,
hell out of you for coming on.
no, like I said, dude, I know what it's like, the struggle of it, dude. And I know shit happens in life with people and guests, but when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and
Yes, sir.
yeah, and I'm glad I did because you know what I mean? Like I got to meet you and your people gonna find out who the hell I am and they're gonna be like, hey, this guy's fucking weirdo, when
No, I'm telling you right
no,
now,
no
this
wonder he's a
episode
fighter.
this episode is gonna be a good one, man. I
I
mean,
appreciate that.
I loved it. These are I'm telling you, bro,
Get
these are
it,
my
right? Yeah,
favorite ones to do, man. I love them. And I
yeah,
forget who even shouted you out. I forget his name. I could go back in the
yeah,
DMs, but he's like, "Hey, I have this guy on." I was like, "All right."
yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you did. And you ever come to the Colorado area, hit me up.
Dude, I'm there a lot, but
Are
usually
you really?
I'm there from plane to plane.
Oh yeah.
But I could finesse something easily for
Let me
sure.
know.
It's
I'm
not far, dude. It's like an 8 hour drive, really. Like it
I'm
ain't
an
bad.
hour. I'm an hour from the Denver airport, but that's everywhere in Denver. That airport sucks. But yeah, open invitation. You got a seat at my table any day.
I appreciate you, dog.
You
Appreciate the
bet.
hell out of that.
You bet.
Listen, dude, I'm gonna let you slide.
Okay.
So yeah, fuck it. We'll cut it right here. I appreciate it. Okay, end the recording. That's where I'll end it.
Yeah.
So, um, you do in person. So hold up a sec. Everybody's favorite part is saving this shit. Oh crap. I get like super antsy
Oh, bro.
right when this happens.
Oh yeah, you got to
Um,
do it right.
cool. And I'm gonna open up another one. Tracks, add new. Okay, should have some backup. And then so I'm gonna stop this. If it kicks us,
Yeah.
I'll just call you on like IG or something. But sometimes it kicks us, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm gonna stop this recording.
Cool.